This one thought can heal everything. Just pause for a moment and let that sink in. What if healing is not something far away, not something complicated, not something you have to chase or earn, but something that begins with a single, gentle shift inside your mind? If you have been feeling tired, overwhelmed, or quietly carrying pain that no one else can see, then this moment is for you. You don't need to fix everything right now. You don't need to have all the answers. All you need is a small space within you that is willing to listen. Sometimes we move through life holding so much inside, old memories, silent worries, and thoughts that repeat without us even noticing. And slowly, without realizing it, those thoughts begin to shape how we feel, how we see ourselves, and how we experience the world. It can feel heavy, like something is always just a little off, even when everything looks fine on the outside. But here is the gentle truth. Healing does not always come from doing more. Sometimes it comes from thinking differently. There is one simple thought that has the power to soften your mind, relax your body, and bring a quiet sense of peace back into your life. It is not loud. It is not forceful. It does not demand anything from you. It simply invites you to return to yourself. And the more you allow this thought to stay with you, the more you begin to feel a shift, subtle at first, but real and lasting. So as you listen, allow yourself to slow down. You are not here by accident. Something within you is ready for change, ready for ease, ready to feel safe again. And this is where it begins, not outside, but within you. As you move through your days, there are things you carry that no one else can fully see. Small worries, old memories, quiet fears, and moments that stayed with you longer than you expected. Sometimes it feels normal, like this is just how life is. But over time, these unseen weights begin to settle inside you. They show up as tension in your body, heaviness in your chest, or a constant feeling that something is not quite right. You may not even remember when it started. Maybe it was something someone said, something that hurt you, or a time when you felt alone or unsure. And instead of being released, those feelings stayed. They turn into thoughts that repeat quietly in the background, thoughts like I'm not enough, or something might go wrong, or I need to be careful. These thoughts may feel familiar, but they are not always true. Still, they shape how you feel every day. The mind tries to protect you, but sometimes it holds on too tightly. It keeps replaying the past or worrying about the future, thinking it is helping. But instead, it creates more stress, more tension, and more distance from peace. And without noticing, you begin to carry this weight everywhere, with your work, your relationships, and even in your quiet moments. The important thing to understand is this: you are not weak for feeling this way. You are human. Everyone carries something. But just because you have been carrying it for a long time does not mean you have to carry it forever. There is a way to gently put this weight down, not by force, but by awareness. And the first step is simply noticing what you have been holding inside without judging yourself for it. The way you think has a quiet but powerful effect on everything in your life. Every thought you repeat begins to shape how you feel, how you react, and how you see the world around you. It often happens so naturally that you don't even notice it. A single thought can create a feeling, and that feeling can guide your actions. Over time, these small patterns become your daily experience. If your thoughts are filled with doubt, fear, or pressure, your body begins to respond to that. You may feel tense, tired, or restless without knowing why. Even simple moments can feel heavy, but when your thoughts begin to soften, your body also starts to relax. Your breath becomes easier, your mind becomes quieter, and you feel a sense of space inside you. This is how deeply connected your thoughts and your inner state really are. Your mind is like a gentle guide, always speaking to you in the background. The words it repeats matter more than you think. If it keeps telling you that something is wrong, your whole system begins to believe it. But if it starts to remind you that you are okay, that you are safe, that things can work out, then slowly everything begins to shift. Healing does not always come from changing everything outside of you. It often begins with changing the way you speak to yourself inside. When you understand this, you begin to see that your thoughts are not just passing ideas. They are powerful signals that shape your reality. And this means something important. If your thoughts can create stress, they can also create peace. Many people spend so much time trying to feel better by changing things outside of them. They look for answers in other people, in constant activity, or in trying to control every situation. It feels like if everything around them becomes perfect, then finally they will feel calm inside. But no matter how much they try, that feeling of peace often does not stay for long. It comes for a moment and then slowly fades away. This happens because the real source of healing is not outside. It is within. When the mind is still carrying fear, doubt, or old pain, even good moments can feel uncertain. You may achieve something, receive love, or have a peaceful day, but a small voice inside may still question it or worry about losing it. And so, the cycle continues, always searching, always trying, but never fully arriving. Sometimes, people also believe that healing has to be difficult. They think they must fix every past mistake, understand every emotion, or push themselves to become someone new. This can make the journey feel heavy and overwhelming. Instead of feeling relief, they feel pressure. Instead of feeling peace, they feel like they are not doing enough. But healing is not about forcing change. It is not about becoming perfect. It is about gently returning to a place within you that is already calm, already whole. The struggle comes from trying too hard in the wrong direction. And once you begin to see this, something softens inside you. You realize that maybe healing does not require more effort. Maybe it simply requires a different approach. And now, here is the one gentle thought that can begin to change everything inside you. I am safe. Just these 3 simple words. No pressure, no force, no need to prove anything. Just a quiet reminder that at this moment, you are okay. Even if your mind feels busy, even if your heart feels heavy, you can still return to this thought again and again. I am safe. Say it slowly in your mind. Let it settle. You don't have to fully believe it right away. You don't have to convince yourself. Just allow the words to be there, like a soft presence, because deep inside, your body is always listening. And when it hears these words, something begins to shift. The tension may start to loosen. Your breath may feel a little lighter, and your thoughts may begin to slow down. For so long, your mind may have been repeating thoughts of worry, fear, or doubt. It may have been trying to protect you in its own way. But now you are offering it something new, something calm, something gentle, a thought that does not create pressure, but instead creates space. I am safe is not just a sentence. It is a feeling you are inviting into your body. It tells your system that it can relax, that it does not need to stay on alert all the time. And the more you return to this thought, the more natural it begins to feel. It becomes like a quiet anchor you can hold on to, no matter what is happening around you. So stay with it for a moment. Let it be simple. Let it be enough. This one thought, repeated with softness and patience, can slowly open the door to healing in a way that feels easy and real. When you gently repeat the thought, I am safe, something deeper than words begins to happen inside you. Your body starts to respond in a quiet and natural way. The tightness you may feel in your chest or shoulders slowly begins to soften. Your breath becomes a little slower, a little calmer. This is because your mind and body are always connected, and this simple thought sends a signal that there is no danger in this moment. For a long time, your system may have been used to staying alert, always preparing for something to go wrong. Even when nothing is happening, the body can stay in that state of tension. But when you bring in a thought like I am safe, you are gently telling your whole system that it can rest. It does not have to hold on so tightly anymore. And this is where true healing begins, not by forcing change, but by allowing relaxation. This thought also creates space in your mind. Instead of many fast and heavy thoughts running all at once, things begin to slow down. You may notice that you feel a little more present, a little more clear. Problems that once felt overwhelming may start to feel lighter, simply because you are not reacting from fear anymore. There is no need to rush this process. The power of this thought comes from repetition and patience. Each time you return to it, you are building a new pattern inside yourself. A pattern of calm, trust, and ease. And over time, this becomes your natural state. Not something you have to chase, but something that quietly lives within you. Now, as you begin to feel this small shift inside you, you may also notice that there are parts of you that still want to hold on. Thoughts may come in, trying to pull you back into worry, into control, into old patterns. This is natural. The mind is used to doing this. It believes that by holding on tightly, it is keeping you safe. But true safety does not come from control. It comes from trust and from allowing yourself to soften. You don't have to fight your thoughts or push them away. Instead, you can gently step back and observe them. Let them be there without reacting to them. And then slowly return to your anchor. I am safe. Each time you do this, you are choosing peace over pressure. You are choosing to release what no longer needs to stay. Letting go does not mean forgetting the past or ignoring your feelings. It simply means you are no longer carrying them in a way that weighs you down. You are giving yourself permission to breathe again, to feel lighter, to stop holding everything so tightly inside. This is not a weakness. This is strength in its most peaceful form. There may be moments when it feels difficult, and that is okay. Just be gentle with yourself. You are not trying to change everything at once. You are simply creating space where healing can happen naturally. And in that space, you begin to feel something new, something calm, something steady, something that reminds you that you don't have to struggle anymore. So take another slow breath and allow yourself to release just a little more. You don't need to carry it all. You can let it go, one thought at a time, and return again to the quiet truth within you. I am safe. As you continue with this gentle practice, something quiet but powerful begins to happen inside you. The old thoughts that once felt automatic start to lose their strength. They may still appear, but they no longer feel as heavy or as real as before. This is because you are slowly giving your mind a new direction. Each time you return to the thought, I am safe, you are creating a new pattern, one that feels calm and supportive instead of fearful. At first, it may feel like you are repeating the same words again and again. But over time, those words begin to carry a feeling with them. They start to feel more natural, more believable. Your mind begins to accept them, and your body begins to trust them. And without forcing anything, your inner world starts to shift. You may notice small changes. You may react less to things that once bothered you. You may feel a little more patient, a little more at ease. Even in situations that used to create stress, there is now a small space between what happens and how you respond. And in that space, you have a choice. You can return to your anchor, to that simple thought that brings you back to calm. This is how real change happens. Not through pressure or struggle, but through gentle repetition and awareness. You are not trying to erase the past. You are simply choosing a new way to think, a new way to feel. And the more you stay with this, the more it becomes a part of you. So keep it simple. Keep returning to this one thought, especially in moments when you need it the most. Let it guide you, support you, and remind you that peace is always within reach. Over time, this thought becomes your new normal, a quiet, steady presence that helps you move through life with more ease and clarity. As this thought becomes a natural part of you, you begin to notice a quiet change in the way you live your life. Things that once felt heavy no longer carry the same weight. Your mind feels a little clearer, your body feels more relaxed, and there is a gentle sense of calm that stays with you, even during busy or uncertain moments. You are no longer reacting from fear all the time. Instead, you are responding from a place of peace. You may find that you trust yourself more. You don't rush your decisions or overthink every small detail. There is a soft confidence growing inside you, not loud or forceful, but steady and real. You begin to feel safe, not because everything around you is perfect, but because you have created that feeling within yourself. And that changes everything. Relationships may start to feel lighter. You are not holding on so tightly or expecting things to go wrong. You listen more, you feel more present, and you allow things to flow naturally. Even challenges begin to feel different. They are no longer something to fear, but something you can move through with a calm and steady mind. This is what it means to live from a place of inner peace. It is not about removing every problem from your life. It is about changing the space you live in. And when that space feels safe, supported, and calm, your whole experience of life begins to shift in a beautiful and natural way. So allow yourself to stay here for a moment. Notice how it feels to be at ease, even just a little. This is not something temporary. This is something you are building within you, step by step, thought by thought. And the more you stay connected to it, the more it becomes your true and natural way of being. And now, as you come to the end of this moment, just take a slow breath and notice how you feel. You didn't have to force anything. You didn't have to solve everything. You simply allowed yourself to pause, to listen, and to return to something gentle within you. And that alone is powerful. Remember, healing does not always happen in big, dramatic ways. Sometimes it begins quietly with one simple thought that you choose to come back to again and again. I am safe. Let this thought stay with you, not just here, but in your daily life, in the small moments, in the challenging moments, and even in the peaceful ones. The more you return to it, the more it becomes a part of you. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are simply learning how to come back to yourself. And that is a beautiful journey. So be patient, be gentle, and trust that everything inside you is slowly finding its way back to balance. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to support this space. Like this video, share it with someone who may need it, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you can continue this journey of healing, peace, and growth together. You are safe. You are supported. And everything is slowly working out for you.